Hey Jules Bless Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I've been in mourning today. I was really affected by Kobe Bryant's death and the death of his darling daughter Gigi. What a beautiful, talented 13-year-old. And then the coach at Orange Coast College, which is totally local to us, with his wife and daughter, leaving two daughters at home that are technically orphaned for this moment. And then Vanessa, and just knowing her and Kobe's whole, experience together. I literally had a good friend in choir, and we'd go to choir parties on the weekend at her house, and it was next door to Vanessa's parents' house where Vanessa was raised. And it was she was dating Kobe, let alone them getting married. And Kobe would come over and he would far exceed the fence line because he was so tall, and he just had that goofy smile. And then watching him, grow up and flounder, make various choices, but by God's grace be held accountable for his choices, which was lovely. Because again, unless we make amends in this lifetime, we do not get to. So while you're still breathing, people, there is hope. And, him finding his way, and the two of them working that out and ending up having two more kids 10 years later, so that they had four daughters. And him just becoming a very dedicated family man, let alone winning an Oscar, right? For creativity, teaching himself several languages. I mean, just a dynamo, and only 41 years old. God bless him. And people stuck by the Lakers all those years, even in the down times, and Kobe just became part of our families. So God bless him. In addition to that, our little dog Mercy had mastitis, of the teats where they get swollen, but some of them became cancerous. So she has to have surgery tomorrow morning to remove those. And I think I said we'd spent over $10,000 on my husband's truck. And now we're doing 2 parts of surgery for Mercy. And no, we are not even considering putting her down. She has all the life and zeal. I mean, she acts like a puppy. She doesn't even complain about how painful her tummy is unless you touch her wrong. And she deserves all of this. But because of how much they have to remove, there won't be enough skin to do the second surgery. They have to wait a month while it heals, and then they'll do the second surgery, which is fine. It just gives us time to get our money in order. But, I'll always regret putting Poppy down before she was ready, and I felt like I'd murdered my dog. And I don't know if that's true, because I don't know if what they had done would have helped, but she let us know in the moment that she was not ready to go, and we will not do that with Mercy. So I am trusting God to have mercy and provide for us, which inevitably he will do. So for myself, it's Sunday, and I just have to admit that I've been in the food. I've been in a bunch of nonsense with food. I slipped, I think, last week. Then I had several lovely days. I panicked over not having food in the house, but we got food in the house. I did the prep, which I did tonight, but I don't know. It's interesting because I don't even know. I don't have any excuses or blames or anything else. I just know that it's different than it was before, that I'm on my way to never having to falter again, that my faltering is less intense, far more apart. But it's a bummer. And God is merciful, and I have the benefit of going to confession. I have the benefit of going to Mass. I did all of those things. I prayed for Kobe and his family. I prayed for you guys. I went to confession, and I apologized for being gluttonous. I apologized for using food as my strength instead of trusting the strength of the Lord. And I was sorry for that, because sometimes when I'm in fear, I want to rely on food, because as a little kid, when I was scared, it was the one thing I could really count on. Well, I'm not a little kid anymore. And now I just need to talk when I'm scared instead of eating over it. But I did flounder. I am preparing my week. So my commitment to my Jules Bless Vegan community, because you guys are so great, I'm going to just tell you what my food is for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we have a school-wide field trip for grades 4 through 8th. And I am going to keep it simple. I'm going to have my lemon water in the morning. I actually drink 8 cups I get up in the morning and I put in lemon, a full-size lemon with the pith, and then I put in a tablespoon of chia. And I will drink that from home to school. And it takes me an hour to get to school, so I just drink that before I get there. Then I will have nothing until lunch. I'm not sure what time lunch is because it's a field trip. But for my lunch, I am just going to have my bucket full of vegetables. I'm not doing any fruit. I don't want anything to provoke me. I mean, yes, it's vegetables and some of them are fruit because there'll be some mini baby bells. But there will be celery, there will be carrots, and I'll probably have little cherry tomatoes, heirloom cherry tomatoes. I'm not required to have celery every day because I don't have stomach ailments per se, but I love to eat celery and I will crunch it. So I will have a bucket full of vegetables, and then on my way home, I have a second container of 8 cups of water, which I may or may not finish before I get home, but I will certainly consume it throughout the night. So I will be drinking that on my way home, and when I get home, I will make a lovely salad with what I refer to as legal dressing. And what that means is I made it for myself. It's on my plan and it fits within my, fats and calories. So that's my commitment. I'm going to be telling you my food for a day or two so I can get back on task. But I'm pre-prepping my food for the week. I have my buckets of vegetables made. I have my gigantic, lovely water containers so I can honor the planet without plastic. And I'm going to just try and trust the process. I know one thing that's been hanging over me, that it's been stressing me out. It's something that I have due that I haven't done. And my reluctance to do it is really lack of self-esteem. Because if I thought I was worth it, I would have acted on it right away. But instead, I am constantly battling with, well, do I deserve that? Well, should I do that? Because I don't know. Like, what? Get over it and just do the dang thing. But I haven't, and it's been hanging over my head. And little things like that can get me into the food. I wish it weren't true, but it is. All right, so that's me telling my story. I'm Jules, I'm blessed and I'm vegan. Let me know what you think, people. Leave me a message of support if you will. And I wouldn't mind a prayer either. So like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know how I can support you. And until we talk again, prayers with the Kobe family, the Bryant family, I mean. And until we talk again, trust that we're blessed.